So I want to share something. I had a good learning this last week. So I know technically you're not supposed to weigh yourself every week, but I weigh myself every week because I want to keep tabs, and that way I can tell if I am headed in the right direction or not. So this last week, I felt great. I'm like, I did everything right. I did everything great. I drank well, actually, I knew for a few days I hadn't been on top of my water, but then I got it together towards the end of the week. And I did my exercise every day, my shuffle for an hour every day on the trampoline. I went to the gym 4 times. I worked to failure. So I was feeling really positive. And when I got on the scale at the end of my week, well, which was actually Monday, I'm weighing every Monday. So I had lost 0.4 pounds. And so I was a little disappointed, and there was just only very little movement, all in the right direction, but very, very little movement on each category. It's my husband. And so anyway, I realized that I made this mistake, and I'm telling it all. I wasn't planning on telling this, but the girl before that told, and she was suspicious if maybe it was her hormones was causing her problem, but she did mention something that I also did this last week, which was I didn't have my 4 meals. Every day I can say I only made it to 3 meals, and it was because I was getting a late start in the day, and I forgot my protein snack an hour before bedtime every day. And so my meals were probably 300 calories each. I know she mentioned that some of hers were, what she said was she was under the calorie mark. And so that's kind of how I assured myself too this last week. I was like, well, I'm under the calories, like the total calories, so it's probably going to be fine. Well, it wasn't fine. And that's the only thing I can figure out, using reason. What was wrong was that I wasn't following the program. I wasn't doing the 4 meals. I wasn't kicking my metabolism in every 2 to 3 hours, and didn't do that one before bedtime. And so I have another question, but what do you think? You think that was where my mistake was?
Well, I think 2 things. One is, you already kind of just answered, what you're concerned about. So, if you follow it to the T, then you'll probably you were gonna have better results. But the second thing is, especially for women, this is why we try to encourage you to stay off of the scale, because hormones play a big part here. So for myself, if I'm working out like crazy and I'm crushing it, I'm doing everything right, literally even just in a 7-day time frame, if I'm near my cycle, I'm not going to see much results because I'm bloaty. That's just what my body does. And so for women particularly, that's why we encourage you to wait the whole 4 weeks in between the check-ins, because your mind is so powerful. And when you get on and you see like, oh my gosh, it didn't really change that much, and I've been working so hard, but it could just be where you're at hormonally. And so, that's why just encouraging you to wait 4 weeks, get on the scale, and then, share with us in 4 weeks what that progress looked like.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, but I have one more question, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
On a few videos, you've mentioned the 10 things we're supposed to be doing, and I don't know what all 10 of those things are.
Okay. Well, first, yeah. So first of all, are you talking to your coach every week?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be a coaching question, and I'm going to send you to do your homework, in your book and with your coach.
Yeah, and the program you guys has gotten simplified over the years. So it's actually 6 now. It's just we need to go back. Those videos are kind of old. We need to go back. Well, they're not like old, but we need to go back because we simplified it even more. That's what we're consistently doing, it making it easier and more simple. So it's 3 in your foundation, 3 in your 88 days.
Yeah.
So it's actually a total of
3
6.
and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're good then.
Good job, Drew.
All right. Thank
All right,
you.
girl.
And you look great, Drew, by the way.
Yeah.
You look great.
Yeah, you look great. You got a healthy
don't get
glow.
discouraged. You look amazing.
Thank you. I feel good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
And one other thing I want to add to that, because I'm sure there's people listening that have had the same experience as Drew. It's what I was saying earlier. We have women who their weight on the scale doesn't really change much, but they're shrinking. So that's another reason why we encourage the weight of the 4-week period. So, everyone's body is so different. So, just to encourage you with that too, it could also be a possibility of what's happening.
And guys too, guys too, look, I literally, my weight didn't change and I lost 10 inches in my waist. So guys know 10 inches in your waist is a lot of inches to not lose a pound. But that's what happened to me, because guess what? The men shape shift too. So I gained muscle, I gained hydration, and I lost somewhere between 30 and 40 pounds of fat, but lost 10 inches in my waist. So I didn't give any credence to the scale not moving, because I was happy that my waist was getting smaller. I knew if my waist is getting smaller, that's only can be good things that are happening. So for men and women, focus on your successes. If your clothes feel looser, you're going the right way.
Yeah. And just another thing, Drew mentioned it, so I'm going to kind of give a little bit of education just in case there's newer people on. When you miss a meal, you're missing fat burning opportunity every single time. And you don't want to undereat because you're not firing up your metabolism to start, burning the extra calories you're not eating, the little T-Rex that we talk about in your videos. If you're not watching your videos, please watch your videos. They're pertinent to your success. But please, guys, do not skip meals. That is a myth that if you undereat, you're going to lose weight. You're actually losing opportunity to burn more fat.